Hey, hi, good morning. Okay, let me wait for 2 to 3 minutes. So, if anyone want to join the live, let them join. Yeah, okay. Let me start the live session on data science. So we are all know by seeing the timeline. Today we are going to discuss about data science demo overall the data science. So how the data science looks like, what is exactly the data present, and what are the skills required as a beginner to learn the data science. How to career transfer your career into the data science. Each and everything today we are going to discuss. So okay, yeah, we can start now. So the first topic is data science. We need to know about what exactly the data science. So data science is simply like a dealing with the data. So simply like a dealing with the data. That means we need to deal with the data when we are working in data science. So what exactly the dealing with the data means? So we need to analyze the data. We need to analyze the data. What is the relationship between each and every variable? What is the relation? Is there any trends between the patterns and trends? Identify the between the variables, like variables is the features which is contained in the data. So okay, we are talking about the data. What exactly the data? Let me give brief introduction about the data. So data is simply like a collection of information, facts, are to analyze purpose. It's a collection of information is known as a data. So basically, data is divided into two types. One is qualitative data, another one is quantitative data. Okay, another name is quantitative data. So here the qualitative data is again divided into like it's in nominal data and ordinal data. So let me explain each of data. And whereas quantitative data is divided into two types, that is discrete and continuous. Okay, we will discuss about this four topics. What is mean like nominal data, ordinal data, and also discrete, continuous. What exactly that means like. Okay, first we go for the nominal data. It is also known as a categorical data. So where the categorical features, right? For example, if you take a gender, in gender we have only two types like male and also the female. Like that, it will arrange into the categories, right? This is not like a nominal data. It's arranged in the categories. That is known as a nominal data. Whereas ordinal data, it assigns the ranking like priority. It gives the priority levels for the information. For example, we have a in our education system we have PhD, right? BTech, right? And degree. So which one we use the first priority? We know that the PhD is the first one, BTech is the second one, and degree is the third one. So in ordinal data we are giving a ranking for the priorities, high priorities. We are giving a ranking from the higher priorities. So for example, if you discuss one more example related to the ordinal data, let us consider our family. Okay, in our family we have one father, second mother. So if we have any elder brothers or elder sisters, brother or sister, and if we have like me, fifth one, if you have any younger brother or younger sister. So now how can you assign the rank? The first priority goes for your father, right? The ranking system according to the family, the first priority goes for your father. So second your mother, third your elder brother or elder sister, fourth your like yourself, and fifth it is go for your younger younger brother or younger sister, anyone of them. So the ranking system assign like that. If anyone has came to your home and they will first to give ask you about your father, because he has a first priority. Like that, the ordinal data also assign that priority base. So first order, high priority, it chooses the first ranking. So it's what's like that. Okay, and next we going to discuss about continuous data. What is exactly the continuousness? This values does not end, continuously growing, growing, continuously growing. For example, weight of a human being. Okay, weight of human being. So in the early stage of one 1 to 2 years, we have around 17 kgs to 15 to 17 kgs, right? Now we have our our age is increasing as well as our weight is also increasing. Though it is a continuous process. Some of the times our weight decrease, some of the times our weight is increased, right? So continuously decreasing and increasing happens in that, right? This is known as like a continuous data. And whereas discrete, simply we can't able to count this. Sorry, we can count this discrete data. So discrete data, we can count. For example, in a class, for example, in a class, we have 8 members, right? We have 8 members. The count is 8. So it is a discrete. We are counting the data. That is known as a discrete data. Okay, this is known as a discrete data. When you continuous, we can't able to count, it's continuously grow. So we can take one more example, like a stars in a sky. Stars in a sky, because we can't able to continue, right? We can't able to count that stars, right? So it's a huge amount of billions of stars is presented in universe. We can't able to count the data. So this is all about the data. So basically data is known as a collection of information. It's not like a collection of information which is used to analyze, visualize purpose. And basically data is divided into two types. One is qualitative data, another one is quantitative data. Whereas a quantitative data is qualitative, and quantitative is again divided into two types, right? So qualitative is divided into nominal data as well as the ordinal data. We have discussed about what is nominal. Nominal is known as a categorical data. So whereas it's provided categories. I give an example about gender, male and female, right? And ordinal data, it gives a priority ranking for the high priorities, which has a high priority. I given two examples on that. One is education, and one more like around family members. And quantitative data is divided into two types, continuous and discrete. These are the things about the data. So okay, fine. Next we going to discuss about exactly I mentioned that data science is known as the dealing with data, right? I mentioned that data science is the dealing with data. So what are the skills required? Yeah, what are the skills required to deal with the data science projects? So first we preferred with Python programming language. Okay, first we prefer with Python programming language. Why we preferred Python programming language? So we have a lot of programming language, right? We have a C, C++, Java, C Hash, and R language. We have multiple programming languages. But why we prefer for Python for developing the data science projects? Because the only one reason is Python is easy language to understand when you compare to the remaining languages like C, C++, Java, or any type of things. So Python is easy language which is easy to understand as a human being. As a beginner also, we can easily understand the syntax and the patterns present in the Python. So let me discuss briefly about the Python, right? Let's discuss briefly about the Python. So Python is came from the C language. Okay, Python is came from the C language. Like Python, C is parent of the Python. So if you check out this C language along with Python, the similar topic is same, right? So this is like a parent of the Python. C language is a parent of. So Python is developed in 1991, and the end of like 1991, the version one is released. Version one is released. So it's a basic level like a beta version we can consider. Like now we are going using that Python version 3. Python 3 we are using for the whole purpose like updated versions. Every day that Python will be updated. We have seen that Python dot 10.2 like this the versions are coming. So if you want to download this Python, you need to go for the python.org website. Python.org website. This website will provide you details of the Python, overall the Python, how the Python like things before the Python. Okay, this is the first programming language. So basically, data science programs can be written in Python as well as R language. So when you compare to R language, Python is easy to understand, easy to write. That's why we preferred for the Python. Okay, this is a brief intro about the Python. Let next what skills we need to require means we go for second one, stats and probability. Stats and probability. Why the stats and probability is that much of necessary in Python? No, sorry, in data science. Why this that much of important in data science? Because by using the stats, we can analyze the in-depth details about the data. Okay, we can analyze the in-depth details about the data. Like how? So, for example, if you take, for example, one column, one, two, three, four, five. So, can you feel like find the mean of this? Mean. Can you find the mean? I will give you 30 seconds time. Can you find the mean? Absolutely. The mean formula of the mean is uh, sum of observations, sum of observations divided by total number of observations, right? So we get a 3 is a mean. What happened if I give this plenty of up to 1000? Is it possible to find the mean by the simple calculations? No, right? We can't able to we can't able to find, right? So that purpose we are using this statistical analysis where we can have a plenty of topics. So like mean, median, mode, find number, summary, correlation, auto correlations, and permutations, combinations. We have a lot of things present in hypothesis testing. So let's discuss about the stats and briefly about the stats. So basically, stats is divided into two types. One is descriptive stats, which gives a summary about the description and like use amount of data. And whereas one more is inferential stats, whereas inferential stats will be like it's from the condition like the decision making things. So in descriptive stats we like a summarization purpose we use this summarization by using mean, central tendency like the mean, median, mode, and standard deviation, variance, range. These are the topics comes to the this description. And whereas inferential stats, and like in inferential stats we discuss about hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing like assumptions, it works on the assumptions. Next one we have a jet score or jet test for decision purpose, and t-test, and many more tests like ANOVA test, chi-square test. There is a many more test has present in the stats. So what exactly in the stats we get, like we deal with population. Okay, we deal with population as well as the samples, as well as the samples. What is this population and samples? For example, consider and future in future we are going to develop one business in like in Andhra or Telangana, anywhere in the state. So overall the population, right? We have a, for example, considered as a Andhra, AP, considered AP. So overall AP, how many people have interest to keep the business, okay, to buy the product of our business, think like that, okay. So overall the population, so within the next month I'm going to start a business, I don't have any time to make a survive overall the AP. So I collect the samples some frequently, like from Anantapur some of the samples, Kadapa some of the samples, and like Raichoti some of the samples, West Godavari some. So I collect the samples from some of the like districts present in AP and analyze the data. Based on the samples data, I will analyze whether the people is like to buy our product or not. So this is a step, crucial step, whether the people are interested to buy our product or not. So whether the, like, based on these samples, if the people is mostly like interest to buy our product, definitely we can start the business, right? Definitely we can start it. If the result is we get a negative, people are not like to buy our product, so we need to think about that, and we can't able to establish a new business, right? So we need to think about that, and after the thinking about the business, we need to analyze what exactly the people. So there is a huge amount of analysis comes from this stats and probability, right? Stats and probability is a huge amount, like it's use the inside meaning of the data to for the business purpose. Everything is dealt within the data, right? Yeah, this is all about that stats. And next program, like next we are going to discuss about next skill we need to know about MySQL. So next we need to discuss about the MySQL, like this skill is necessary because MySQL is simply like it's a database, right? It's a database related thing where we can able to store the data, retrieve the data, analyze the data. So we need to learn how to retrieve the data from SQL using Python. This is the main concept, because as a data scientist or a data engineer or a data scientist, you need to, like, you need to work on data, right? You need to work on data. That is necessary. You need to work on it. Whether data is contain multiple formats like CSV files, Excel files, or server or database, any type of things present, right? So we need to retrieve the data from the various formats. Like for the CSV files and input files for loading data, we use Python packages. Python packages like pandas. In pandas, we discuss about like how to load the data, like various sources like CMON, like sorry, like Excel, CSV files, server or cloud, any type of things. How to load the data towards the Jupyter. Like we use the IDE as a Jupyter. Like in this section only, I will discuss about the IDEs also regarding to the Jupyter. Okay, how to load the things. So the main thing of the SQL is we need to load data from SQL using Python. This is the main thing. So for that purpose, we start learning the SQL. So we need to know how the tables are created, how the database is created, how the values are inserted, how the operations, CUD operations works on the SQL, related to the topics which are present in SQL related things. We everything will be comes covers in this SQL. Okay, so after SQL we directly jump into the Excel. So Excel is like a like it's used for analysis purpose, where we store the CSV files as well as CSV files as well as our Excel files. So here the data is in the presence of rows and columns. We all know about that, where the data is present in rows and columns. The data is completely huge amount of data is present in Excel only. We work upon the advanced level, advanced Excel, like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, pivot tables, macros. These are the concepts we will cover in this advanced tech topics. Like it's very interesting uh, thing, because basically, like in our childhood, like in a computer classes, I think so in the school life, we have seen some of the computer classes, right? In computer classes, we learn about PPT, how to prepare a PPT, how to design the word, how to type the word, how to excel, everything they will be helped to learn right in our school life. So that is a basic level of understanding of Excel. So in this code, like in this data science skills, you need to learn about advanced level. Okay, advanced learning of levels like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, conditional formats, and functions, operations, how to work on the Excel. These are the things comes under it. But the one is of sad news about this is now AI tools is replacing this Excel. AI tools is replacing the Excel. Why? Because I think so. You have already watched some of the videos in Instagram, right, regarding to the Excel importing data. My manager is told to me update this data within a 1 hour. So I used to this AI tool to design my Excel sheet within a 5 minutes. So this type of ads you have seen in Instagram, right? So that's a meaning I told you that Excel is completely like it's replacing with completely with AI tools. Okay. So after Excel, what we need to learn about things means we going for Power BI. We going for Power BI, or you can choose Tableau. There is two types of libraries, frameworks. We have, like it's a third-party tools where we can use for the visualization purpose. So why this visualization is necessary? Let me discuss about it. Okay, why this necessary? So for example, why like we have like statistical data. Okay, we have statistical data, thousands of data. If this data is passed to the client, whether the client understand this data, is it possible to understand the client? No, right? The answer is no. Exactly. The answer is no. The client can't able to understand, right? The client can't able to understand. For this purpose, we use this Power BI and Tableau for graphical representation. For graphical representation like a bar chart, histogram chart, pie chart, scatter plot, rubbing chart, column chart. There is a lot of charts present in Power BI. So I prefer Power BI because Power BI interface is very nice and the uses are very clear. And if you want to use the user friendly is very high in Power BI. That's why I prefer for the Power BI, and it is an open source. So we use this third-party tools for the purpose of only the thing is for statistical analysis to graphical analysis. For that purpose sake only we use this Power BI or Tableau. Tableau and Power BI is both are same. We can use any one of the thing. Okay, this is all about the Python. If you learn these 5 technical skills, you will become a data analyst. So if you learn these 5 technical skills, you will become a data analyst. So the data analysis job is to analyze the data, right? To analyze the data and find what is the exact relation, trends, patterns between the data, and you need to visualize the data for the business, like related to the client business. So in this case, the one more thing is as added, like business analyst also is the same roles and responsibility. But for the business analyst, it came like agile methodology is one of the thing. Agile methodology is need to be know about that. So here the data analysts do just a visualization of the data. How the data is visualized, how the is there any relation, trends and patterns need to be identified the data analyst. This with the help of data analyst, business analyst need to be design the business, next business for the based on the data. You need to be analyze this data and you need to be create a new business strategy for the business growing purpose. So everything is comes under the data science. The data analyst need to work in the data science. The business analyst need to work in the business and data science. And even the next step we are going to discuss about the data scientist also need to be done in between the data science. These are the 3 terms covers to the data science. Okay, the business analyst is the main role, like the data analyst is also main role, and the data scientist is also main role. Business analyst requirements, like we need to develop the organization business plans more out based on the data which is visualized by the data analyst. So these are the things, right? So we now up to now we have seen like what is data, like data analyst, how the what is the skills for the data analyst. So what next? Yeah, fine. Now up to now we decided like visualize the data. What exactly now? Now next we are going to learn about machine learning. Machine learning next with the deep learning with NLP. Okay, next we are learning about the machine learning. Okay, why machine learning is important for the, so next step, like these are the steps regarding to the data scientist. So these are the data analyst, right? Data scientist. So machine learning is like a simply it is a subset of artificial intelligence, right? Subset of artificial intelligence. So let me explain about briefly about artificial intelligence, like AI. So artificial intelligence, it's a, like simply we have a two words, artificial and intelligence. So artificial is without human, like it's behave like a human, but not it's a human. And intelligence is works like a intelligence. Like example, we get a, like a robots. It acts like a human, but the presence of humans is not present, right? It's artificial of human being. That's why like it's known as artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence only we have machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, even data science, data analyst, business analyst, computer vision, and data engineer. Lot of domains comes under to the artificial intelligence. So it's a family. So it's a family of artificial intelligence. Like it's not anything, like it's not a product, it's not a thing. So artificial intelligence is simply like is the combinations of different domains. It's combinations of different domains is, we said like it's an artificial intelligence, right? I hope you understand this. Let's move on for the machine learning purpose. Let's move to the machine learning. So basically machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, which is works on the previous data and used to predict the future, used to predict the future, like predict the futures data. Okay, so basically artificial like machine learning is divided into two types. One is supervised learning algorithms, and another one is unsupervised learning algorithms. Supervised algorithms is simply known as label data. Label data. Label data. What is mean by label data? So label data, which is the data set contain dependent variables as well as independent variables. Dependent variables as well as independent. What is exactly this dependent variable and independent variable? Let me discuss about it. So for example, I am going for a bank and I need a loan, right? I'm going for a bank and I need a loan for the home loan. I simply consider like as a home loan. So home loan, for the approving of home loan, the bank managers need to check my credit score, right? My credit score, my previous bank loans, my salary, company details, my family details, everything need to be checked at the time only he can approve my home loan, right? So this credit score, bank balance like salary, previous loans, these are called independent variables. They are independent, not depend upon anything. But the home loan approval is a dependent variable because it is depends upon the these columns, these features. That's why it is a dependent variable. Okay, I hope you are understand about the independent variable and dependent variable. So that is known as a labeled data. So whereas unsupervised learning, it works on unlabeled data. It works on unlabeled data where we don't find this dependent variable. We only have a we only have the independent variables. We need to form a clusters. We need to form a clusters, like simply it's a groups, similar items, simply known as similar items. We need to form a clusters. For example, we have a data set with the dogs and cats. Dogs and cats. Okay, we have a example of dogs as well as a cats. We need to simplify this as a dogs, and this is a cat, and one more type, if you take an elephant, it is an elephant. If you take like this, we have a dog, cat. So whether if any new data is appear, if any new data is came over, so it will be analyze the data based on whether the features are similar or not. If any feature is similar, simply it will jump into that. So here the new data is elephant, the similarity is present in this cluster elephant, simply it will jump into it, right? It will like it will jump into that category. or it will classify to the category. So this works like the unenabled data. Okay. Next we have like a deep learning. So simply it's a deep learning is a advance of machine learning, where it works on the neural networks. Okay, where it works on neural networks. What exactly the neural networks? For example, let me give an example for you. You will get clear understand about that. Okay. For example, last 10 years back, you went for it somewhere like Arco. So let's think about that Arco. So last 10 years back, you went for the Arco. Okay. Now again you going for the Araku with your family members. At the time you went for the single. Now you are going for past 10 years. You went for Araku with as a single person. Now after 10 years like now present you are moving to Araku with your family members. So when you go for Araku, by seeing these places, by seeing that places, you feel like that, so I have previously came here, so I have done this type of movements here, like small memories you will be remember, right? You get capture your brain, small memories, right? So like that only here the deep learning algorithms also have a memory. It also have a memory like in neurons, even body brains, like our mind, in our mind we have neural networks, they can remember like this is a memory strike. Here also we have some algorithms like CNN, RNN, LSTM, and we have the basic level of ANN. So these algorithms have a neural network memory where they can use to store the information. For example, consider one example like CNN. CNN is a convolutional neural network. So if you train a data set which is contain dogs, class, this is one of the project classification of dogs and cats. So if you train this data to this algorithm, whether new test data is came to the algorithm, it will easily classify because it is understand how the eyes of a dog, how the ears of a dog, what is the color of a dog, what is the feature, everything we train to this algorithm. If any new data is came, it will predict whether that classifies a dog or cat. It easily can classify because it have a memory like neurons. It has a memory which we trained previously related to this type of features comes to the dog, this types of features comes to the cat. These are the things we train them. That's why it shows like whether the new test data is a dog or cat. So this is about the neural networks. So and the next one we are going to discuss about NLP, that simply term is like natural language processing. So which is usually deal with text data. For example, Alexa. We have an Alexa, right? Like if you say, "Hey Alexa," like that, we have Alexa, right? So if the Alexa can understand multi types of languages, multiple languages, like it can understand Telugu, it can understand Hindi, it can understand English, French, France, different types of languages Alexa can understand, right? So this is the process of getting the NLP, natural language process. It processes the language like text language. It gives the input and the form of text. So in data science, one more we can choose like computer vision also. Here the computer vision also came. This is the two types of domains. One is NLP as well as another one is computer vision, where computer vision is dealing with videos, live video sections. Like for example, if you go for the traffic, in the traffic we have like signals, traffic signals. We found some of the cameras like CC cameras. So that's founded that each and every live detections works on the computer vision. It's a vision of a computer. Each and everything comes onto the computer, so it works on the videos. And my preference is going for the NLP because I like to deal with the text data. That's why I go for the NLP is the best one. Like we have some of the tools like stemming, limitization, and what to these are some of the tools, techniques like we have in natural language processing, where we need to clean the text data. So it works on the cleaning of text data. So this is all about the data science skill. And one more most important skill is That is seventh one, deployment. Deployment. What is deployment? So deployment is used to create a user interface. User interface for the workout for the like users. For example, we have already know about ChatGPT, right? Everyone know about this ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT gives when we write a prompt. For example, the prompt is give me a small information about eternal about eternity. If you give this prompt, the updated chat GPT, so try in updated chat GPT, not in free version, because the free version is trying up to September 2021 only. It can't able to give the eternal tech meanings. Okay, so if you try this, the chat GPT is go for the internal and test where exactly the information present. It will be printed, right? It will be get how it's one carry. So initial in the front end purpose, we are just giving a prompt and we getting a list of details related to the prompt, right? List of details related to the prompt. But in the backend purpose, there is a training data. The data is trained to the algorithm backend. Each and everything is covered. Like the algorithm is trained and it will go for the Google's, go for the books. Everything it go into the detail and search the data and fetch the data and show us within a fraction of seconds. That does not understand by the user. That's why we create this user interface. For deployment part, we can use AWS, Azure, or you can use GCP. Now one of the without like one of the came like Stemlight. Stemlight is also one of the deployment library we can give. So for these are the backend deployments. We need to create a user interface in Flask or Django for the future. It like looks like a very beautiful or Stemlight. But Stemlight user interface is not that much of good. So for testing purpose, we can use the Stemlight. If you want to create a good and effective user interface, you can prefer for Django. So Django is also one of the necessary thing for the data scientist to create a user interfaces. Like in Django, if you want to learn the Django, you need to know about the Python. This is a backend purpose. We use in the front end in Python, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These other comes to the thing in Python. In backend, we use a Python to develop this user interface. So this is all about your skills necessary to learn the data science. Okay. Do you have any doubts up to now? I will give you 2 to 3 minutes. Then can you share your doubts if you have anything? Yeah. Okay, fine. Now we are going to discuss about data science life cycle. This is a data science life cycle. That is the most important. This is the most important because how we need to deal with the data science projects. We need to know about this data science life cycle. The first one is business analysis or domain. We can also call as a domain. Why this business and domain is required? So, for example, we have a different businesses in the world, right? Different types of businesses. One person is belongs to the marketing, one is belongs to the e-commerce, one is belongs to the art. There is a different types of businesses present. So, for example, if our client is around marketing related client, so we don't have any idea about the marketing. So the next step is we need to collect the data collection. The next step is data collection. For collecting a data, we need to know about the business. For collecting data, we need to know about the business. Why this much of interest, important the business means. So whether the clients belongs to which type of domain and which type of business the client, we need to collect the data and we need to perform the analysis. That's why the business is most important. Business that much of a good. So to collect the data for the client requirements. So after the collecting data, while in the process of collecting data, we will get some of the missing values, we will get some of the errors, we will get some of the outliers, non values. There are a huge amount of things present. So for that purpose, you need to do data preparation. Here the data in data preparation, you apply some of the data cleaning techniques like feature engineering, future scaling, and these are the techniques used to clean the data and prepare it in a structured format. In a structured, without any null values, without any outliers, without any missing things present in the data, you can create it in a structured format. Okay, you create in a structured format. So after the structure creation, so you need to give EDA, exploratory data analysis. What exactly this means? So here we use this explore like Power BI for the visualization purpose, for the like Power BI or Tableau, Power BI or Tableau for the visualization purpose. For visualization purpose, whether the your collection of data is okay for the client or not, you need to check with the client, right? If the client is accepted your data collection by using the graphical representation, so you can go for the next step. When the data whether the data is not good fit for the client, you need to do again the research like data collection, data preparation, and EDA up to the client acceptance related to the project. So if client is accepted, the next step is, so we are going to build a model, building a model. So model means we need to use define for the predictions. Based on that, here we use machine learning, deep learning, or NLP type things. These are the three types of techniques algorithms we have. So each one have multiples of algorithms. They are works from the building of model. So after building of model, we go for the model evaluation. Model evaluation. We go for the model evaluation. What is exactly the model evaluation means? So in model evaluation, we will find whether that algorithm predictions good or not. Exactly the algorithm. So there is a some of the conditions based on the condition like precision score, recall, accuracy, confusion matrix, classification matrix. So these are the things present in evaluation model. Based on these terms, we decide whether our algorithm is predicted good or not. Predictions is good or not. So if the predictions is good, finally we go for the same deployment for the user interface creations. So finally we will go for the deployment. So this is all about data science life cycle. This works like this. Whether if you are working in the data science project, this is also work like this. So if you are a beginner, you want to do any personal projects based on, you can approach this time. If you want to do any personal projects, you need to collect the data by yourself, and we have a lot of platforms getting of data. So for data, we have a Kaggle. Kaggle is one of the Kaggle.com is one of the online platform where for the data science and data analysis purpose we get a data sets here, and you have a UIG machine learning, and you can go for the government data also, government.go if you want to get UK, US, AU is Australia. So they like this, if you want to get any data for the universal like worldwide also, you can get the data. Okay, these are the three platforms is the main important for the data, where data for the data sets. So as a beginner, you need to work for the loading of each and everything, collect the data, and data preparation, visualization, model, and evaluation, deployment. So this is the process of data science lifecycle works. like that, the data science life cycle. Okay, I hope you understand this up to now. Yeah. Now let me discuss about how the freshers can get a job into the data science. Okay. So what are the skills I mentioned previously? You need to know each and everything. So the average package, if you go for this search in Google, let me show you. Let me search in Google. Average, okay, average package of data, average package of data scientist in India. It's around 3.9 to 28 lakhs in the range between. The average is 14.5 lakhs. So for the initial freshers, we assume like 3.9 is fine. As a freshers we get this assumption, but if you need to get 14, like estimated, like you need to have an experience of 1 year, at least 1 year, 1 to 2 years. If you have an experience, you can get like it's completely depend upon the projects. It's completely depend upon the projects, what you have done, and how to analyze your project, how the skills are you have upgrade. Each and everything is seen. As a fresher, you will get a job as a data analyst initially. So data analysis is the main role, where we can analyze the data, interpret the data, find the trends, cleaning purpose, data cleaning, everything comes under to this process of data analyst. So initial goal, if you try it 1 to 2 years of build a skills, so you can directly apply to data scientist, and the average of package around, according to the Google, we get around 14, averagely 14.5 lakhs, like around 14 lakhs. Okay, like consider as a 14 lakhs average. So if you have a 2 years of experience, you will definitely get it. But it is completely depend upon the companies. Okay, it's completely depend upon the companies whether you are choosing for MNCs or startups. It's completely depends upon the companies. So choose whether the package is good or not, whether the startup company is good or not, whether the company or MNC is good or not. So based on the terms and conditions, it will be depends upon the average salary per day. But you think like each and every person who learn the data science are getting this package is not right, right? So the range of between, this is a range. This is a this is a range 3.9 to like around 4 lakhs to 25 lakhs, 28 lakhs. This is average capacity of 1 to 7 years of experience. They have clearly mentioned that data science is from 1 year to 7 years of experience. So you need to be like that of the things. So in this process of, if you get any internship also in data science, jump into it. It's not a problem. So develop your skills. That is a necessary for the data science purpose. Develop your skills regarding to the what you have. You need to develop the skills, upgrade your skills every time. You need to involve the updating trends. Follow the freshers for the main important. You need to focus, freshers mainly important for the, you need to focus on technical skills, soft skills, communication skills, as well as the latest AI news, as well as the latest AI news. And problem solving also necessary, and logical thinking also necessary for the freshers. Mostly you prefer to, you think about aptitude, reasoning, technical skills we have already discussed, soft skills we have already shown, like some of the things, how to answer the questions, how the things happening, problem solving, everything, communication. Try to speak at least 1 hour, 2 to 3 hours of a day with your friends and family members, with your siblings, so to improve the communication. So communication is not like that, when you are sitting and reading is not like that. When you are speaking out from your mouth, like that, communication will be increased, right? So these are the things main important for the freshers. And freshers need to be build your resume with ATS friendly. And second one, you need to, LinkedIn optimization is also necessary for the freshers and experience also. This is the consider freshers and experience. LinkedIn optimization also important. So update your profile in LinkedIn and showcase your projects in GitHub. Showcase your projects in GitHub. So we can't able to place 10 to 20, 50 projects in resume, right? We need to showcase our project by in the resume of giving GitHub link. and each and every project is uploaded in the GitHub. That will be checked by the HRs if they were properly shortlisted. Okay. Yeah. So many people's like I have given some of the counselings for the so many people's regarding to the career transition. So they are thinking about whether this data analyst or data science is suitable for us. For if a guy is from the non-IT, is around 5 years of experience, whether this guy is suitable for data analyst or data science. Absolutely, you can suitable for the data analyst and data science because learning is a new thing. Here we consider as a learning is a new thing. What we are upgrading some ourselves, we need to perform in a project. So from the non-IT and from the IT, if you want to change your career to the IT, that HR or the company can't believe initially, so they need to trust you. The trust will be built by you designing the projects, what project you have done, how much hard work you have shown. There is a lot of ways to showcase your skills, like you can showcase your skills in LinkedIn, you can showcase your skills in resume and in the interviews. There is a lot of things to showcase. You are completely fit for the things. Some of the people asking me like I have from the BBA background, whether I suitable for the business analyst or data analyst. Yeah, you absolutely you can suitable for the business analyst, data analyst. Any type of career transaction will happen for the good purpose only. So, for example, one of the person recently career transaction, and he is from non-IT. He is non-IT background, like call center related. His job he's doing since 5 years. Uh, since 5 years, at the time his salary is around 5 lakhs. So I trained him. I trained him for the data analyst position. For the data analyst position for the 3 months, 3 months with practical implementations, like hands-on, providing a hands-on experience with a lot of projects. So I trained him for 3 months. Now he plays in the MNCs with 10 LPA. With 10 LPA. He is placed in MNCs with 10 LPA. So whether he is a non-IT guy, but how he get, so salary and transaction is depends upon yourself, right? How much of confidence level you have, how much of projects you have done, how you perform in the projects. Everything is considered as a career transactions. You need to be update each and everything by yourself. So many people are asking me to change their career towards the transaction, like so many from one branch to another thing. So lot of peoples also I am training them, I am providing the guidance for them. Everything I am giving to them to change their career towards the data science and data analyst, business analyst. Okay, this is all about like I hope you are the like small doubts we have. These are the things clear by them yourself. So if you are interested in learning a new things and if you want to career translate your career, so simply we have a thing. You can simply go for the Eternal Tech. We are providing different types of courses, online courses. We have a DevOps, AWS, and stack development, full stack, and also the full stack with Python and Java, data science, business analyst, and the data analyst. So we have some of the non-technical courses, digital marketing also we are providing, as well as the English also we are giving. So here English you can learn soft skills, you can learn communications, you can learn advanced English, and if you are providing for the GMAT, IELTS, this type of English skills also we are providing for you. So everything is affordable only. So what we are providing the benefits features if you join our courses means, we are providing the mock interviews for you, and networking opportunities to build your network, quality of instructions, career guidance is most important for the each and everyone who has a fresher as well as a experienced candidates. Also in-depth content with good knowledge, LinkedIn optimization, resume preparation, industry relevant talks. So we will assign you to talk with the industrial who are working in the same domain with one-on-one section, or a group of people with a one industrial, and we will guide you AI tools, how to use AI tools in your domain. Like if you choose any data science, so if you choose a data science, how some of the AI tools which is necessary for data science. If you choose a full stack, how to use the AI tools for the better implement, and real-time internships. We are offering the internships offer also, 100% job placement assistance also we are providing. So these are the benefits we are providing, and they have 300 plus members have changed their career with us, and the students are enrolled up to 1318 members, and we took around 1500 plus mock interviews, one-on-one mock interviews for the freshers as well as experience. So this is the main market is our main, because market is plays very crucial roles in your life when you are going for the mock. Okay, if you are going for the mark, so if you want to know about the more things, click on it and it will shows the full details of our course. So if you want to click and fill the details, our counselors will be connected with you and discuss more about this. Okay, like you enter your name, phone number, and choose your which type of course you want looking for, like digital marketing, and provide your name, send it in. So within short of time, our counselors will be connected with you and discuss more about you, the teachers of everything. But the prices are very affordable only, so even everyone can affordable these prices. And we are also have one more thing, like we are working as a software company, not only edtech, we are working as a software company. We are providing a different types of services, web development, website development, and development. The internships which we told previously, right? We are assigning internships, right? That is completely real-time internships. We have a lot of projects like web development projects, app development projects, and workday projects, digital marketing projects. If you train with us and you work on the real-time projects, and that experience is good for you. And we are also have a BPO services like call center services, email, data entry, WhatsApp. We have a recruiting process, HR and administration, document verification. So we are providing this type of services, and this is the education services, IT courses, and placement training program, mock interviews. These are the things we are providing for this software services. And for education, like education services, we are providing this IT courses. Everything is known like simple. Everything is good, and the price is completely affordable. The price is completely affordable only, so even anyone can affect. So we will provide 100% satisfaction for the students as who are joined with us, and we will guide them regarding to the projects. Everything is like a practical oriented only. We don't use any slides, we don't use anything. We directly go for the coding, we directly help in the coding, and everything we will help in how to perform in interviews. We will arrange one-on-one session to the with the HRs. We will arrange one-on-one sessions to the with already working experience where the person is work. Everything we will assign for you. So this is a huge amount of thing we are providing. So if you are liking these courses, if you want to know about our courses sections, you simply register your things. Simply you can go for the things and apply the things. You will get everything. You will get the things, and our counselor will be call back. So this is all about the things. So if we, I hope if we have any doubts, so you please make a comment. So this is all about the data science demo section. So I have you all understand the overview of a data science, what are the skills required, what are the life cycle of a data science, what are the concepts present, how that concepts is helped for the what are the data science, what is AI and machine learning types and deep learning algorithms, how the neural network works. Everything I have given a brief explanation to you. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for more updates. Thank you. Bye.